A new unicorn has entered the transport and logistics world. KeepTruckin is a fleet management software and hardware firm that closed a new funding round valuing the company now at over $1 billion. It counts Uber Freight among its competitors. CEO and co-founder of KeepTruckin, Shoaib Makani, joins us now to talk about the business. Shoaib, great to see you, and thanks a lot for joining us today. Congratulations on the fundraising round. If you could just start by describing what your product is, what the technology is, and really what key kind of problems within the trucking business you're targeting to try to solve.
Yeah, thanks for having me. KeepTruckin builds the hardware and software that allows trucking companies to operate more safely and efficiently. We started with electronic logs, but have since expanded the scope of what we do to include compliance, video safety, asset management, driver workflow. And now today, with more than 250,000 trucks and 55,000 trucking companies using KeepTruckin, we built the network and unlocked the data that now allows us to change the way freight is moved. We recently announced our Smart Load Board, which is essentially an open marketplace that connects those who need capacity, brokers and large asset-based carriers, with those who need loads, the independent owner-operators and small carriers. And we believe that the fleet management platform and the connectivity we've built with such a significant base of supply in this market gives us a chance to really build the freight marketplace of the future.
So how would this compare or compete with what Uber Freight is doing? I mean, I assume, first of all, that there's some legacy, trucking industry vendors that have been doing something like this or attempting to, and now you have Uber Freight in there as well.
Yeah, so what Uber Freight is essentially building is a private freight network. They're going to drivers, truck drivers, and saying, put an app on your phone so we can track you and bring you loads. And that concept has value, right? Brokerage has existed for quite some time in trucking, and they're building a more efficient freight brokerage. To contrast that with us, we started in a very different place. Our hardware and software is used by trucking companies to actually manage their drivers, to improve safety, to improve efficiency. And through that connectivity we've built with such a significant base of capacity, we are now building an open freight marketplace where any party that has loads and that needs access to capacity can participate. And so while they're building a private freight brokerage, we're building an open freight marketplace. And that concept is, I think, fundamentally different. And it hasn't been possible until the connectivity was really there in the entire segment of this market.
We've been talking all morning about Amazon's attempt now to go to more of a one-day shipping model for Prime. It just is sort of emblematic of the fact that there's so much demand and so much stress maybe being put on the moving of goods around this country. What does it mean for the trucking industry in general? And essentially, can the industry serve the ambitions of the e-commerce economy right now?
Yeah, consumer expectations are forcing firms to change. The companies that really have internalized and are adapting to that changing consumer expectation are the ones that are thriving. Amazon is a great example there. They're remaking their supply chain to be able to fulfill on that new expectation, that real-time expectation. And the rest of the logistics industry, the third-party logistics business, is being forced to adapt as well. And this is actually driving the adoption of technology among trucking companies. The industry recognizes to compete and to deliver a quality service level, they need to be able to deliver visibility. You can't. You want to be able to track goods continuously. And the connectivity that companies like ourselves are generating is making that possible.